I'm a senior extension agent with the Arlington office of Virginia Cooperative Extension. I also serve the city of Alexandria, and in that role I provide nutrition education, and I also manage our financial and energy conservation education programs. So as nutritionists, we obviously recommend that people eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and in the grocery store, in the produce section, you can find lots of terrific options. Oftentimes though, in terms of comparing prices, you might be able to find better deals in the frozen or canned sections. So an example that we looked at in the grocery store were green beans. You can find fresh green beans, and next to the fresh green beans we also found packaged fresh green beans that had already been trimmed and cleaned. And so that's a perfectly fine option, but those packaged, trimmed, and cleaned green beans tend to cost a bit more than the fresh ones that you have to trim yourself. So getting ones that you have to trim yourself will allow you to save some money. And then in the canned and frozen sections, you can also find good deals on green beans. And if you get frozen green beans, they often have pretty much the same nutrient content as the fresh. For the canned green beans, you want to be really careful and read your labels very carefully, because canned vegetables oftentimes have a lot of added sodium. So you can get low sodium or next to no sodium added green beans, or versions of any vegetable, any canned vegetable. So that's something important to look for on the label. In 2010, the U.S. Department of Agriculture released new dietary guidelines for Americans, and they're now using the My Plate model, which is shown here. And My Plate replaces My Pyramid, which is the model that was recommended for people to follow before this came out. So in this model, it's recommended that at every meal you try to have your plate look something like this one. And first of all, you want to make sure that half of your plate is fruits and vegetables. So that half of the food that you're eating is fruits and vegetables, because those supply us with all the important nutrients and vitamins, or many of the important nutrients and vitamins and minerals that our bodies need. Then next, we want to try to make sure that a quarter of our plate is grains. And every day you should try to make at least half of your grains whole grains. So good examples of whole grains are like brown rice, or whole wheat bread, or other grains like barley or quinoa, or buckwheat. Also for breakfast, oatmeal is a great whole grain choice. And then we also recommend that you make a quarter of your plate protein. And then off to the side here, we've got this dairy, and it's important to incorporate dairy products into your diet if you're not lactose intolerant. Because dairy products, of course, are high in calcium and vitamin D, and they help to promote our bone health and help to keep our teeth strong. When you're choosing dairy products, it's important to choose things that are low in fat, so like skim milk or 1% milk, and low-fat or non-fat yogurt and low-fat cheeses are great dairy choices. I'm an extension agent with Virginia Cooperative Extension covering Arlington and Alexandria, and I run our financial, energy, and nutrition education programs. For nutrition, we have lots of different programs. We provide classes in schools to help teach kids about how to maintain healthy diets. And one of the ways that we do that is through Cooking Matters programs. Cooking Matters is a program that was started by Share Our Strength, a national organization that works to fight hunger. The participants each get a little textbook that provides them with guidelines about healthy and smart and savvy grocery shopping. They also receive a cloth grocery bag, and they also get to participate in a $10 challenge where they receive a gift card for $10, and they're challenged with the goal of going through the store and finding a meal for $10 or less that has the healthiest foods possible that their family will enjoy. Then at the end, they all come back together and we compare and contrast to see what people selected and what they were able to get for under $10.
Try to make sure that you plan as much as possible. She plans a month ahead, I plan about a week.
Make sure you do get all the sales and the specials and sign up for all the cards or get all your points off your receipts. Keep those. Get the coupons. You go to the internet, get the coupons and print them off and bring them to the store.
Don't overbuy just because it's on sale, because then you're just wasting stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes the coupons, even with the sale, is more expensive than the store brand. So look at all the store brands first to make sure that they are
the
cheaper.
generic brand is just as good as the brand name. Or the store brand. Or, this is better.
Check the labels and make sure that it doesn't have a bunch of like syrups in it that are going to be really sweet. And like a lot of processed foods have that. They're a little bit more pricey anyway, so you want to stay away from those. Make sure it's all fresh. Keep in mind who you're feeding.
I make a list too. I'll make a list so I know exactly what I need to go in the store and get. I don't want to be sidetracked by, oh look. If I make a list, I don't know exactly what I need to get.
Because if you have a list, and sometimes they'll have, 2 for $5, this is great, and then you get suckered into buying. You spend way much more money than you need to. So just kind of
have a game plan.
Stick to your list and go through the store and get what you need.
And don't go to the store hungry.
Yes. That's the worst thing ever. You end up with $25 extra worth of stuff.
Yeah. Don't do it.
It's ice cream, hey! Yes.
Yeah.
That's about it. Make sure you know who you're buying for.
Yep.